Hello everybody, it's Bourbon Bill, and tonight, a very special episode. We're diving into one of my favorite yearly releases from a brand that I don't give that much love to. It's Bombergers 2025. And you heard that right. I did not know that Bombergers was going to be releasing the Bombergers Declaration like they normally do. I thought Bombergers PFG Precision Fine Grain was going to be the only Bombergers this year. Go watch my review of that above. Thanks to Cam from Drums and Drams, I got to review the Precision Fine Grain bottle. I haven't been able to get a bottle of that myself. I did quite enjoy it. It is my jam. It is truly a double oak, heavy double oak lover's dream. But you know, it was on par with, what is it? Peerless Double Oak Bourbon. This is a rye, but Peerless Double Oak Bourbon, and as we found out, Copper and Cask Double Oak Bourbon. So it's on par with those. I wouldn't overpay for it. You know, secondary is like $400. They can fuck themselves for that price. That is a terrible price for that bottle, but it is good. Anyway, I did not know that Bombergers was going to release just their regular old Chingapin Oak finished motherfucker for the year, and they did. So I am thrilled to have the 2025. The normal 108 proof, compute 54% alcohol by volume. Here she is, folks. How does it compare to the 2024? By the way, this is bottle 98 of 2,472, batch 25E. 1924. Because for some of you, that makes all the difference. Keep in mind, there's more than 2,400 bottles released. This is just bottle 98 of this particular batch. Keep that in mind. 98 of this particular batch. There's more than one batch released in Bombergers 2025. Price about $130 hairs. So it's never cheap. It's not age dated. We always hate that. We always like, what the fuck? You know? Look, did I get a Shanks this year? Had the opportunity. You know what I did? Passed it on by. Because I've never liked the Shanks better than I like the Bombergers. Never. Never. Okay, watch my. I had done the Shanks in previous years. I just never have. Never. I'm never like, boy, that Shanks. Shanks is always fine, but it's never better than the Bombergers. And that's just, unfortunately, that's what it is. You know, and it's like 110 versus 130. I mean, gosh, for 20 extra doll hairs, I'm going to go with the Bombergers every day of the week. Even twice on Sunday. Alright, Bombergers 2025 in the glass color. It's nice and dark, honestly. I know these aren't age dated, but every year that Chingapin Oak Solera aging that they do just seems to bring the oak with a lot of other flavors, which I really enjoy. I would love to know the ages on here. I really would, because it's always fantastic. And you know, almost every year, it makes my top 10 bourbons of the year. And you're like, well, Bourbon Bill, like, look, it's not going to win, right? But it is going to bring up the rear. And is it expensive? Sure. But I would argue that it's probably one of the best Michters released every year. I know, you know, the Michters 10, you know, it's always older than 10, Bourbon Bill. It's also 200 doll hairs. So why the fuck do you care? Spend half, get a Bombergers. You know, that's just where we are. And the Bombergers is usually just as damn good as the Michters 10. Except in the years when Michters 10's been phenomenal. But you gotta remember that Michters 10 has been absolute horseshit some years. Absolutely terrible some years. So do you want a product that's consistently fantastic? That's the Bombergers. Consistently fantastic. Or do you want a product that might be the height or might be the shoe? You know? There you go. There you go. Alright, Bombergers 2025 on the nose. God damn, does that smell good. I mean, a lot of oak here. Get a little bit of leather, tobacco, caramel. There like wants to be like a cherry note. It's not quite coming out as cherry, but there's like a fruit note here that just wants to peek through. God, this smells amazing. Down the hatch. Oh, it's so good. Oh. Oh yeah. Yeah, there it is. A lot of caramel, good bit of oak. There's a fruitiness here that comes through as like a oaky cherry. But I would say this is fantastic. Fantastic. Bourbon Bills rating, A++, must buy. Almost like it is every year. You know, the Chinkapin Oak just adds so much to it. So much to it. So this year's release, I'm going to read right from the horse's mouth, Michters.com, you know, for the Bombergers 2025. Continues the use of Chinkapin Oak. That's great. That's great. We always love it. But this year's release differs in the fact that they use barrels wherein the wood has been naturally air dried. So that's the staves used to make the barrels. Has been naturally air dried for various amounts of time. That's interesting. So look, they age it in the air, out in the elements for a various amount of time before it undergoes their exacting, which means they won't tell you, toast and char specifications. This year, the 2025 that we just tasted, is 18 months, year and a half, 3 years, 4 years, and 5 years. So that's the blend of the barrels, right? Up to 5 years, they let those wood staves just rot in the field before they made them into a barrel. And that is really going to impact the flavor we're getting here tonight. Thus changing the chemistry of the oak's contribution during aging in the barrel. The result is a bold journey. There you go. They say chocolate, floral notes, berries, baking spice, and rich, decadent layers of complexity. Look, what did we say it was? Delicious. I said it was cherry, but there's like a berry note here. It's fantastic. The oak is heavy. I love it. The caramel is heavy. It's just fantastic. Again, it's an absolute buy for me. Now, what's our comparison going to be tonight? No, it's not the same bottle. This one says 2024. Yes, it's the same 108 proof. Compute 54% alcohol by volume. So we're going to compare it to the 2024 Bombergers. And just so you know, according to the website, the 2024 was Chinkapin Oak that was naturally air dried for 3 years. So all the barrels that made up the 2024 release were air seasoned and dried for 3 years before, you know, becoming a barrel and then aging, right? So 2025 is a year and a half, 3, 4, and 5. 2024 is all 3-year air season. So there's the difference. Does it make a whole heck of a lot? We're going to find out tonight. 2024 in the mini. Color-wise, no difference. No difference. And I really wouldn't expect there to be, because they obviously proof it down. You know, they proof it down to 108. A little bit drier smelling, I will say. I get a lot of caramel, like toasted caramel oak. The 2025. 25 has way more fruit coming through. It's all fruit and oak on the 2025. I like the nose of the 2025 better. The 2024 smells more toasted. Just gotta say. Down the hatch on the 2024. Oh. Man, is the 2024 good. I really like the 2024. It's got a lot of well-aged oak. Caramel, but it's a little bit drier. Doesn't feel as sweet. It's all toffee, caramel, and oak. Right, for the 2024. Really dig it. 2025, down the hatch again. Wow. So the 2025 has just as much oak, but has the caramel as well, right? But it brings a sweeter fruit note. A lot of fruit that just wasn't there for the 2024. And that must be from the older and younger air season staves. Fantastic. So I actually prefer the 2025. So if you love the 2023, which I really love, that had a lot of age oak to it. The 2024 was pretty much on par with that. But if you like the 23 and 24, you're going to love this 2025. Is this going to win Bourbon of the Year? No. Is it a fantastic Michters release? Absolutely. Is it going to make top 10 Bourbons of the Year? Don't see how it doesn't. Don't see how it doesn't. If you like what you saw tonight, please like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a good evening, everybody.